It's crazy that these teams can win multiple bowl games now with the playoffs.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I do think it's dumb because it's going to be weird now for like say Kirby Smart won all those national championships with this current system. Now you're saying he's like what an 8-time bowl winner like after 3 seasons. Like
Yeah, the way he
what?
could like catch up to Saban
Like
so much faster and like the
exactly.
all-time
It's like
guys.
what? What does bull wins really mean now? Like if you can win 4 of them, 3 of them in a playoff.
That's what I'm saying. Ryan Day is going to be the first coach fired after winning 2 bowl games in the same season.
Exactly. It's like,
It doesn't even make sense.
and then does the championship technically count as a bowl? I don't know.
The champion, it's just the championship. It's not labeled as a bowl game.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up because make no mistake, I was like, there's no way Ohio State is going to win 3 different bowl games this year.
That'd be hilarious.
But no, just
That'd
2
be
bowl games
hilarious.
and a title is all.
And that's another thing. As a coach, do you not want to win the conference championship, or so that you can get a bowl instead? No, that's not even saying it. But
You could that's a crazy hardware season. Conference championship, 2 bowl games, and a national title potentially. But I guess Ohio State's not going to
well,
get the
yeah,
national
you only get
the conference
you know,
championship.
well, it's only one bowl game that you'd win, right? Because you go
Well, no, because
automatic. Oh
that
no, you get
yeah,
2. Yeah,
the
you're right.
bye is a bowl game, gets you into the bowl
Yeah.
game.
Oh my gosh. So you get 4 different trophies?
Well, the
Jeez.
that first round isn't actually a set of bowls. It's just like a random set of play-in games. And
No,
then
I mean for the conference champion. So you get 1 for conference
yeah,
champion, then 2 for the quarterfinal, semifinal, and then you get 1 for the national champion. So you get 4 for one postseason. Like, teams really be getting 4 trophies for one season?
it's a lot of hardware for one season.
Like, just feels like people just want to say they won a lot of stuff.
I say they need to do an in-season tournament as well. In-season tournament champion, conference champion, 2 bowl games, national title, Olympic
Let's just
champions.
have them keep playing till February, till
Yeah,
March.
this is actually
Do
a
you think
sick
it'd
trophy
ever
too.
expand to a March Madness level?
I don't know. I feel like we need to make up a term for like a March Madness term for the college football playoff.
January Jamboree. I don't know.
Yeah, it needs to be like December Delusion or something
January
like that.
December delusion.
If it just needs
So-
to, the problem is it is mostly in January, so it does need to be like January
yeah,
something.
exactly. January. Yeah, I don't know.
IT or chat, let us know if you have a name.
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
DM us, Rem and Sam on Instagram. Are there DMs on TikTok? Because make no mistake, you gotta DM us fast.
Yeah, you can slide in the DMs.
Get those last DMs, the parting DMs, the RIP DMs for TikTok.
Mm,
Send us your parting words over the TikTok airwaves.
yeah. Do you think TikTok is actually getting banned?
I think today they said it's official.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're correct.
RIP TikTok. But like, is it actually official though?
Probably. I don't know. They have to still go to
But
court
like
and
the thing
stuff.
is, so what are they actually banning? Are they banning the app? Because they can't ban the idea, right? Like they could potentially like
Yeah, no, but
somebody
they can
could just
ban the app.
because like somebody could just take the TikTok model and recreate this, right?
Well, the
I mean
problem
that's
is the
easier said than done.
algorithm. Yeah. The problem is not only the algorithm, but the content to fill the
But
algorithm.
I
Because
mean,
you can have technically the computer code in there, but if you have no content to serve the people who are on the platform, and that's what was the problem early on with TikTok when I joined it. But I mean when I joined it early on, I was like, oh, there's like no content on here. It's just people dancing. And so I left it. And then it blew up, and then I was like, oh, now it's worth being on here because people are on here.
but somebody still has that algorithm, so they could potentially just try to find, maybe different investor group, different, setup.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Bless you.
But they could just find a different set of guys and then a different set of
Maybe,
people and
yeah.
then just reset it and try to
Who
relaunch a whole
knows?
new thing. And I don't know if they'd have to like do secret names and do it undercover so people don't know it's the TikTok people, but like
Exactly.
I guess in my mind, like the TikTok people aren't just going to stop with this idea because it clearly works, right? It's clearly profitable. And like I'm saying, they're just banning this one app. Like if you have this key in this market, that's clearly the most successful version of it. Like you can't just make it. It's not just going to go away completely, right? It'll resurface in some different way.
We'll see. I mean, I don't think they can do a different app because I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just straight up banned. But I do think they have yeah, I mean, also US is only 10% of their earnings revenue, so I think they're
Oh,
just
really?
fine losing America, honestly. Yeah, like they're
Wow,
not
that's
going to be
crazy.
selling it just because they got 10%.
Well, that was
Um,
another reason I was thinking it could relaunch is because you were saying a lack of content, but it could potentially launch in an area where the customer base, you could build up that content by the time yeah, US launch. It could
yeah.
be kind of filled up and ready to go. But yeah, I guess, 10% is obviously a huge chunk. Like if the NBA lost 10% of its revenue from somewhere, it would hurt, but
Yeah,
it's
but
but you could it's still, it's not like TikTok's going to
yeah.
go bankrupt because of that probably.
Yeah, they're not dying because of like they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll figure it out. But I don't know. We'll see.
But the bigger
Well,
corporations are like the ones that are kind of established already. I mean, wanted to take this out because it was, directly affecting them as a competitor, as an international competitor. So I mean, because it was international, maybe they were able to legislate that differently. But I
mm,
guess like you're saying, realistically too, like they're not going to probably let another domestic guy try to just
exactly.
pop up and take out the ones that they've already tried to keep going. Like clearly, there's
Exactly.
a vested interest in keeping these ones at the top.
Yeah, and Meta is already working with Trump. They're moving to Texas. They just announced, they're moving pretty much
Did they
all
actually? Are they going to
guardrails like
Texas
stuff.
now?
Yeah, because they're like they don't want to be affected by the cultural norms of California and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's pretty much confirmed that all these companies are bowing the knee to the new king. So
They're going to be located right off the new Gulf of America.
I guess,
What are we doing? What is
and
happening?
if it's a little too hot south, you can go to the new province of Canada. Say hello to the governor up there.
Yeah, the new United States of Canada or whatever.
I always wondered. I remember that was one of the things I did wonder as a young lad was like, why don't we just go mess around and invade Canada?
Yeah.
Like,
Because you think we
like
could pull it off or why? Because we need Canada?
yeah, like we don't have a border. There's nothing on the border. Like, just say we march troops over there. What are they gonna do?
Why would we enter a military conflict with an ally though?
Because
How
we
would
can
that be
just be
beneficial?
the ally. We can be our own allies. Make it American. It was funny though. I think the
Why what if we just
someone
asked? You don't think Canada would just like
join.
let us have it? Yeah. You
Who
don't think they
knows?
just
But it was funny that I think some governor of Canada or someone who's like one of their higher people in charge was talking about how they'd be fine adding Oregon, Washington, and California as provinces of Canada.
Oh
And they're
yeah, I'm
like,
sure
hey,
they would love to have
get
the profitable state of California in
exactly.
Canada.
So like you get free healthcare, you know.
Isn't
And I was like,
California on
man,
its
I'd
own
sign
like
up.
it doesn't California by itself have like the fifth highest GDP in the world of like if you like made it a country? It's like
Oh,
way up
really?
there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, California is a powerhouse. But at the same time, we also inflate our own numbers by with crazy taxes and stuff.
No, yeah, I'm sure it's a give and
You
take,
know, it's,
but
it's insane.
it would definitely be an
It's
asset
insane.
to,
Yeah, no, for sure.
an economic
For sure.
enterprise. Sam for the invasion of Canada.
Look, I just don't want to get sent to war. I thought it was gonna be the Middle East. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know it was just gonna be
Gonna be
up north.
Mexico.
Yeah, sounds like he's really pushing for Canada and Greenland though.
Yeah, I do. The Greenland thing, well, I don't know.
It's like so random too. I don't
Well,
know.
it is random, but also when you think about where it's located, it's like it's not super random, you know.
Oh, you think there's some strategic? What's going on?
Well, isn't it
You
up
got
north? Like
so what does that mean?
I don't know, isn't like occupying territory around Russia?
Mm, like the Arctic thing, or
I don't know. I mean, I would need to pull a map up and look exactly about where these countries are at. If the map is telling the truth, but uh I mean, I think yeah, getting close into that area is probably a secret goal of, but not even a secret goal, but an idea of,
To get close to the area to get the Arctic, or
I guess, what are you bringing up the Arctic? Is there something in the Arctic? I was just thinking
no? I'm just wondering where.
I was just thinking strategically, just it would be like a trying to neutralize Russia type thing. And I'm assuming Greenland has oil and stuff like
Mm.
that, but it's just like
I don't know. We're
I
kind of
think it's just,
buddies with Russia and letting them have Ukraine.
yeah. I guess I don't. Yeah, I'm not super locked in on what's going on over there. I know there's just a lot of money headed that direction, but I assumed it's like the same
Yeah,
reason we
that's true.
picked up islands in the Pacific, right? Was to get military stuff closer to that side of the world.
Yeah, and it was also kind of like just because we can,
But
you
it
know.
is, but the thing is, we have bases on all, like that's what we get
Yeah,
the island, we put a base
yeah,
there. Like I think we
yeah,
would drill in Greenland, but I'm assuming we would probably set up a big base over there as
yeah.
well. And I mean, Canada is all like, I don't know. You don't like the fact that Canada, it's like a little brother, big brother type thing. Like the fact that we had this act, like we actually have a little brother country is kind of a nice like ego boost for
No,
America.
I don't want to go conquer Canada, but
But no, but
I
I'm just
think
saying like
it's.
the idea, like even if there was like a merger between the Canada and
Mm,
US and it became one big country, like
yeah,
do you think it helps sorry Canada, not to just
yeah,
insult Canada, but do you think it helps the ego of America to have Canada right next door, where I mean Canada does a great
mm,
job, but it's like at the end of the day, Canadians still, like America is still the end goal.
yeah.
So it's like this
I don't
country
know.
where you can have like Drake and Ryan Reynolds and like these individual people and Bieber like
Yeah.
push Americans to be better, but like as a full country, like America is still like at the top at the end of the day. Like, do we need the little brother? Because like if we lose a little brother, what's gonna happen to, do they help check our ego in a way or boost our ego?
Mm,
Like what
yeah, I
happens
don't know.
then?
It definitely boosts our ego. Yeah, it definitely boosts our ego. I think
Keeps us
it's a lot more
competitive.
costs than I think people realize. I mean, Canada's got a lot of land that is uninhabited, and
I
it's just
know. What would you, Sam? What would you do with all that land? All our new Canadian property.
drill, drill,
Drill away. Would you? So
build some parking lots.
would you be? Would you entertain the idea of moving up into Canada, like up into the American
No,
Canadas?
no, I'm good. Into the American Canadas. That's fine.
No, the thing is, you live in like I mean, California is the premier real estate
Yeah.
in the world, right? Maybe some coastal stuff in
Well, I
Europe or in
think New
Asia, but
York's a little bit more expensive, but yeah, some
I'm
areas
talking
in New
about
York.
like
But yeah,
actual location, weather,
yeah,
views.
yeah. It's probably around here.
Like Cali's got to be the number one spot.
Yeah,
But
that's
going
why
up
it's so
into the
expensive to be
Pacific,
here.
like I don't know, they say some of like, I where's like British Columbia and all that stuff at? Like that
Oh
Pacific
yeah.
Northwest region of Canada seems pretty chill. A
No,
lot,
it does.
a lot of pine trees.
Yeah, but snow is crazy though.
Yeah, that is the thing. It's too much winter to. I'm not gonna try to go like build a snow hut
Uh,
igloo type thing up there.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm wondering.
I still need to
Let me
live in
see
a
the
house at the end of
weather
the day.
right now up there. Uh, I mean, I bet it's beautiful in the summer.
No,
Um,
for sure.
I mean, it looks like they're in the 40s this week. Maybe it's not that bad.
Canada underrated. And then you get
I
those like islands like way up by Greenland as well.
Yeah,
I think those can be pretty chill.
that is true. They are pretty chill. Yeah, I don't know. It's mostly 40s. I guess it's not that bad.
Where are you looking at though? What
Little
city?
rain. The Weather Channel. Uh,
You just like
Vancouver,
Toronto?
No, in British Columbia, Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, yeah, so that's not
Yeah.
bad at all. I mean, for
Yeah.
winter season, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
I am not gonna lie though. I've thought about like if I have moved, if like I have moved away to like a warmer climate where it's like warmer year round, like
yeah.
losing that ability to deal with the colds. Like is it good to have that couple months a year where where your body has to adjust down to that temperature? Like,
Mm,
am I gonna lose those like survival skills if I'm just
yeah.
in the year round heat all the time?
No, I feel it here. I've definitely gotten more sensitive to the cold. It softened me, man. I don't pause. I don't.
Because
I'm
the thing
good.
is, you like grew up in cold climates, so at the end of the day, it's like in your DNA. Like people that grow up in the warmer
Yeah.
weather, like I feel like as adults, it's harder for them to like. It's not like I couldn't move away and then adjust back, but
Mm,
I think it's a good skill set to have. The just that walk to your car in the cold, that walk from into work, building to building, like just any walk in the cold weather. It's a skill.
yeah.
I think it's a skill
It's
dealing with the
tough.
cold. It's
No,
really
I
crazy.
no, I mean I did with going to college,
Yeah.
going to University of Iowa, I had to walk through it or, biking to school, going through the snow. So no, I'm definitely there was a point in time I was a
No, we
grizzled vet.
actually
Now it's like, oh my gosh, it's 30, it's freezing.
no kids. If there's any kids listening to this, like I mean, before global warming, even like 4 or 5 years ago, when me and Sam were in college, we used to have a school get canceled because of snow days.
I remember that.
We had a couple of snow
We
days
used
back in
to,
the day. We
it
haven't
was
had
nice,
we haven't
yeah.
had a snow day in a couple of years.
Yeah. Global warming. Who knows? No, I remember what I loved is that where my bedroom was, it was right next to our home phone, so you could hear the voicemail. So I'd be in bed hearing the call, and then it
Oh,
would
that's
give the
clutch.
automated message like, "Oh, you know, the school is closed today or whatever. Kirkwood is closed." Blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, "Oh, all right, turn over, go
Uh,
back to sleep."
that's
Thanks.
great. I
Also,
remember.
shout out Will Howard being able to play with a size of a golf ball
Yeah, that
in
was
his
crazy.
hand. What?
I saw that on his hand earlier.
Anyway, but yeah, but what were you saying?
What were we saying? Snow days?
We
Something
talk
about
about
snow
snow
days?
days. Yeah,
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Just getting like that text, that cancellation text.
yeah.
I remember like because there would be days when it would be snowing and I mean when it's in the range of a cancellation. So it's like just even the days when you get the idea to check your phone, like that rush of will I actually get the text? And then you see it and it's like, oh, class has been canceled. It's that might be that's like a top 5 adrenaline high for sure. A top 5
Yeah.
dopamine hit is class cancellation. It's such a great feeling.
And I guess this is a
Pause.
talk we may not have never had. How did you deal with Kirkwood after COVID? Because it was kind of interesting, shut down, and I guess more of like, how was graduation for you? I went in for the picture, I got my picture or whatever, and then, watched the little slideshow. I think, I don't know, I don't think I really bought the cap and gown. I just got the
You didn't do any
cap,
kind of
which of
walk stuff
course, no, which
because
shout
they
out. I mean, you could do it the year
yeah.
after. Did you do it the year after?
I did not know.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
didn't really do anything for graduation. I just ended up finishing
Yeah,
it, pause, and then
did it okay.
just getting the degree in the mail. But my
Yeah.
my brother and sister, so my brother is actually a twin, so we're the same age. We're same
Mm,
graduating class. So I didn't like I said, I didn't do anything, but he so with the credits that he had, they lined up for a
mm,
second degree where if he stayed for like a semester, he would have gotten a second degree on top of that. So he could
mm.
have, I guess, walked for the second degree as well, but he ended up
Dang.
walking the next year
Oh, so you did
and he
do the
graduated.
walk.
So my brother and sister both ended up walking.
Oh, shout
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Shout
No,
out
but
to
I
them.
did. And then because I was working with the newspaper and I was doing a podcast, they gave me a mic, and I remember the editor specifically was like, "Oh, don't steal the mic." And then COVID happened, so I never went back, and then they never were open, so I still have the
So
mic
you
to this
stole the mic.
day. Yeah, I never even used it because it's not even that good. Like it's all right, but
Yeah.
I never used it. It was just hilarious.
Nice. Shout out to Sam for stealing things from
There you
work. But
go.
I mean, we all steal things from work anyways, though. So
Yeah,
stealing something
yeah.
that they gave you, I feel like that's like honest.
Yeah, and then you got like a world event happening too. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit focused on other stuff. Like I don't.
Yeah, they should let you keep that mic in case you need to sell it for some funds during the times.
Uh,
You got to have assets,
Sometimes can get
resources.
tough. Times
It's
can
like
get
work.
tough.
If you're not going to be able to feed me with money, like let me take a couple of
Exactly.
resources,
Yeah.
a couple of things I can pawn off. But then again, we were just all collecting unemployment during that time, so
Yeah, that's true. getting those PPP loans.
I remember the day I found out you could sign up for unemployment. I was like, wait, what? What's this?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm getting a raise?
I'm getting a raise and I'm fired.
Time off
That's
and more
hilarious.
money?
That's hilarious.
Honestly, peak days. COVID was peak.
No, COVID. There are some peak days in COVID. I ain't gonna lie.
As long as you
There's some
didn't
good and
have
bad.
COVID and the people around you didn't have COVID, it's like
Yeah, like as long as everyone was fine.
I had time and money. Living the dream.
Take me back. Take me back. Kids,
Yeah, can we get a
that'll be the new pose. Kids will never know. You know,
yeah.
like Zoom or something, or like something with COVID, like
That's gonna
TikTok, I
be
guess.
yeah, if we're able to make it to old men, like that'll be the thing. Will be people will be like the grandkids will be reading the history book, being like, "You lived during COVID. It was this terrible sick time." And I mean, obviously it was too, but we're just talking about like especially for like the area of the Midwest we were in, we were fortunate enough to,
Yeah,
not get super affected in that
we
way.
didn't have a
So
lot of people around us.
yeah, true. The population was not that big, so if, for our experience specifically, it was a little bit different. But they would be like talking. It'll be like about how bad it is, and it'll be like, no, actually,
Yeah,
we just had time and money all the time.
all the time,
Actually,
and we didn't have to go to school in
I was just
person.
on a lake rolling in unemployment checks for
And people realized you didn't
two
have to be in
summers.
person to do your job.
Yeah, yeah. But who knows if we would have gotten there anyways, though. It's one of those weird things.
It would have taken a while. It would
Yeah,
have
it's
taken
like
a very slow
how
drip.
long before we would have switched over to the video calls and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
do those type of things always need an instigating event, or would it have been like some network blows up and by doing like a Zoom, if they like start at home, they do a Zoom thing, and then it just becomes like a trendy like thing. Like who
Yeah,
knows?
but there'd still be some like old school companies that'd be holding out, be like, "Arr." And I guess they do now. I guess they do now. So yeah,
Yeah. But
I don't
either
know.
way, shout out Ohio State. Shout out to
Shout out,
Notre Dame
unfortunately,
as well.
yeah.
Have you seen this new Nosferatu movie yet? I'll ask you that before we go.
No,
Yeah, do you even
what
know what I'm
movie is it
talking
called?
about?
No, that's what I was gonna say.
It's this
What movie?
it's this vampire movie. The original version of it is like a 1922's version. So
Mm,
when I first heard about the remake, I was interested because I was like, okay, you remaking a 100-year-old movie? That actually seems reasonable compared to some of
yeah.
these remakes these days. But there was a version that they did in '79 as well too. I don't know. It's got Skarsgård in it, the guy from It. So
Oh,
he's pretty fun.
you said it was called what?
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, it dropped on
Mm,
Christmas, but
Oh,
I think it was like,
oh, the horror movie.
yeah. It's
I'm
one of the
getting I'm getting communication. I shouldn't be looking this up. That's really
Nosferatu.
scary, creepy.
Oh, the
And
horror
nasty.
movies are off the limits. I gotcha. I actually fully support that. If you took horror
Did
movies
you
away,
watch it?
no, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I was about to give a spoiler. I was hearing spoilers over here. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, if you
Might have
spoil it,
gotten a
if you
little
spoil it, it's.
freaky and creepy at the end.
Oh, wait a second. Now I think I'm going, but
Oh, whoa, hey, you said that made it by the
wait a
theater.
second. You're telling me I have to find the theater where I'm
Ellen,
alone?
wait, what? So, spoilers are thanks to Wikipedia. I guess the main women
I guess
character
I mean
summons
I've
the
seen
demon
I've
to
seen
her
some of the
bedroom.
original versions, so I probably know
Yeah,
most of the plot points. But if they added a freaky
that's
scene,
crazy. Lily Rose Depp, I guess, just popped off.
wait, what's the rate? What's the is it? It's definitely rated R, but
Yeah,
like what do you mean popped off? Like her top?
yeah, maybe. Is it? Well, she summoned the thing to her bedroom and
What are we
replayed
talking like
herself, and
Florence Pugh and Oppenheimer here?
allowed him to feed on her blood until sunrise.
Oh, that's the
Sunlight
end of the
causes
movie.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the sunlight causes the blood to drain from his body, killing him.
But they do it so like in the original version it's not really that sexy. Like he just kind of
Yeah.
performs the act because he's a vampire. But I guess spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen the movie, but the idea
Yeah, you just
is
spoiled it, all of it.
yeah, the vampire guy basically is terrorizing the town and the only way to kill him off is to keep him up till sunlight. So she has to distract him by, laying there laying there and then just letting him suck the
That's
blood out of
crazy.
her till morning.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I guess they decided to spice
Oh,
up the ending a
there you
little
go.
bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, sounds like Robert Eggers has got me hooked.
He said, tickets bought. All right.
Willie Rose
I
Depp?
guess we know what we're doing tonight. Two thumbs up.
Well, no, I actually already saw the movie. What movie did I look up earlier that I was gonna watch? I looked up something before you got here, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm watching that tonight, but I forget what it was. So I guess yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
no.
I'm pirating Nosferatu.
My recommendation for y'all is Squid Games. I didn't finish that second season, but it starts out
Oh
really good. Yeah, the marketing's everywhere. I will say they probably did a little too much. Shout out Netflix,
no,
but
I actually, I'll push back on that because I haven't actually seen the first Squid Games, and the second season seemed
oh
interesting, and I was like, I might actually have to watch this now.
yeah, no, the first season's pretty good, but the second season definitely seems a little bit special. It does seem
Oh,
really
you think
because
Step
it's
Up?
different because you kind of know what's going on now, and like it's definitely a deeper story. Like the first one's kind of like, oh, like we're building the world, like we're kind of understanding what is even going on, who are the characters, learning them as characters. So now, like the writers, now that you've established that time as the characters, you're like, oh, now you can really do stuff. Like you can really grow, like player 456 and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
So
pretty
I did see a trailer for it that was, or not a trailer. I saw an edit for it today that was like really. I was like,
oh
uh oh, I might have to watch this. But so wait,
yeah.
are you a TV show guy over a movie guy?
I unfortunately am leaning that way. Yeah,
You like
yeah.
TV shows? Okay, okay.
I definitely am a TV show guy. Yeah, I need to finish Kevin Can F Himself or something like that.
Is that
And
Netflix
then,
too?
yeah, it's the one where I think I talked about it last time where they like switch between a rom com and like a horror ish, like realist movie where
Oh,
like
okay.
where the husband's living in a rom com where he pretty much like treats his wife like trash, and then the wife has to like live through like, like a realist, like it's really blue and stuff. That The Wire, and then at some point I do want to watch The Sopranos. Gotta go and get on The
The
Sopranos.
Sopranos. Wait, you've never seen The Sopranos?
Never, 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 never.
Do we need to do one of those like watching The Sopranos for the first time type things? Because I've
Yeah,
never
we
seen The
do,
Sopranos
maybe.
either.
It's I've heard it's all time classic. You
We could
kind of
do like
gotta
a
watch
first.
it.
We need to do like a first episode react or something at some point.
There you go. Watch along.
Yeah,
Watch
do like
along
a
to the first one.
watch along the first couple episodes because
That's
I would
funny.
definitely watch those couple of shows. The Wire, like The Wire,
Yeah.
Sopranos, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, like those
Yeah,
iconic shows.
Mad Men I need to watch. Yeah. I
I've seen
already
the
watched
first
Breaking
couple of
Bad before.
seasons.
Yeah, I just finished Better Call Saul. Man, that was a grind. It's okay, good, but it does get like abstract at the end and like really
Mm.
slow, and you're like, what is
I remember the hype
happening
for the
here?
last couple of seasons kind of fell
But
off.
yeah, it didn't end well. But the it did go pretty well for a good, especially the beginning with the brother, with him and Better Call
Yeah.
Saul and his brother, lawyer brother. That was really good.
No, it was getting
They're
nominated for stuff initially, so there was
yeah, yeah.
a lot of hype around it. But did
It
you
was
see
really
Breaking
good.
Bad though, or do you just go straight to
Yeah.
Better Call
No,
Saul?
I watched Breaking Bad like a couple years ago.
Okay.
And then I watched Better Call Saul once it finished.
I mean, I feel like I just have to like. I mean, they call this like Breaking Bad. They say it's like the greatest show of our generation. So I feel like I have to watch that at some point.
Oh, you've never watched it?
No, I have.
Jesus.
I don't. I haven't really seen a bunch of
Gotcha.
these prestige like TV shows. Like I really
Yeah.
for TV
Prestige,
shows,
yeah, that's what it's called, yeah.
I only watch like the 30 minutes. So it's just like Fresh
Yeah.
Prince, Friends, The Office, How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah. No, you gotta get into Prestige, man. Mad Men is another
or
one,
I go movies.
And then maybe if I really have time to kill, we'll maybe take a peek at Suits. Who knows?
Mm.
I don't know. It
See,
seems a little interesting.
the thing is, it's I guess the length of the episode. Like I like having the 20-minute episode because I feel like with the longer episodes, I always end up stopping them like halfway through. So I'm like watching
Yeah.
20 minutes anyways.
Jeez.
But like, see, like even the boys, like I'm not caught up on the boys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gen V is good too, man.
And I was just listening to Metro Boomin today, so I might as well watch the
It's fine.
boys.
I think Invincible was the one I may be behind on.
But that's animated,
Oh,
right?
yeah. But it's also another one. Also,
Oh, South Park is in my
was
rotation too.
it
How could I forget about South Park?
from the new ones coming out? What is it called?
South Park and Fresh Prince.
The new Star Wars show?
Skeleton Crew?
Skeleton Crew. I've been watching that. It's kind of like a B class Stranger Things in Star Wars. Like it's pretty
Oh.
decent. Yeah, it's not as great obviously as Stranger Things, but it's It's like these kids trying to find their way home. I may be behind an episode, and then also the new season of What If came out, and
Mm.
it's a Marvel show. It's
Yeah.
animated too, but so as you can tell, I'm tracking through a lot of shows, and Disney keeps me busy. They distract me. Like I want to grind out these prestige shows, but I gotta stay
Marvel
with it.
just keeps
Or
staying on top. That's good for Marvel though. Shout out
yeah,
to them. I was getting
shout out.
a fiending for like going back and watching fiend, I don't know if that's the right word, but I was
Yep.
thinking about going back and watching, maybe I was fiending Elizabeth Olsen, WandaVision.
Mm,
I was like, do I need to queue up a little
the
WandaVision
OG.
back in the day?
Did you like Mom, the Multiverse of Madness?
I like the Multiverse of Madness was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the better ones they've done recently. That
Oh,
and
okay.
Shang-Chi are probably my two favorites.
Shang-Chi. It's crazy to me that you like Shang-Chi.
Wait, you don't like Shang-Chi?
No, it's like some big CGI. Let's throw this car into as many ads as possible
Wait,
visually.
what's wrong
Like
with that?
it's all right, but it's like way too much product placement. Way too like it was all right. The story was like too like they made it seem really big and then it became like really small.
Yeah?
Like some little dragon thing. Like let's beat the dragon. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Have you seen this Beast games? Mr. Beast is now on Prime.
I saw that Mr. Beast is his subtotal past the amount of people that actually live in America. Like he has more subs than
Yeah.
the population of the
Yeah, I
US.
had more subs than yeah.
I guess until we
It's
add
crazy.
Canada, then he'll have to
Yeah.
get his
Oh,
sub count back up.
Canada. It's just crazy because I know there's lawsuits around this Beast games just because like
It's
Mr.
what,
Beast
real
is
life
kind of a
Squid Games?
horrible person. Yeah, kind of yeah.
Or no, is Netflix just doing that as a separate show?
No, it's a real life. Well, I think they might also be doing that. Yeah.
But Mr. Beast is doing his own version of it. I've seen
Yeah.
trailers
'Cause-
for it, like watching the Thursday night games and stuff, but I guess I don't remember that well. But he's giving out a lot of money. I did see that part. He's giving
Mm,
out like $5 million or something like that.
yeah.
Enough to make me want to sign up for the next season.
I guess Squid Games is based off of something real.
You're gonna see me as contestant 420
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I'll let you do that research on your own. Anyway,
069.
I do. That's about all the time I got. I don't know if you're staying on
No,
longer.
yeah,
Um,
we gotta
but shout
put a
out
bow
Pure
on this thing.
Vita. Shout out BetStamp. Check the links down below. Check out TikTok, Instagram. Check out all the links.
Stay tuned, people. We'll be back. Thanks for
Yeah.
hopping on tonight. Go Blue!